Skadoosh ASMR Heavy. Hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there, hello there. Hopefully this video finds you well. It's me, your best bud with the ASMR. Good. We are back with another quiz-based video. A little quiz. Not multiple choice though, not multiple choice. Just question and answer, question and answer. This is movie themed and I have got 20 questions, 20 little movie questions. So yeah, do your best. Give me your best shot. I'll give you a little bit of time to think about it, but other than that, we'll get straight on, straight into it. Or if that's okay, that's okay. Other than that though, hopefully this video finds you well. Hopefully you are well. And other than that, if you have got a suggestion though, before we get into it, all you got to do is drop it below in the comment section and I'll try and get back to you. And hopefully maybe even give it a go. Other than that, sit back, relax. It's about to begin. Should I compose myself. In which movie is an angel sent to show George Bailey what life would have been like if he had never existed? In which movie is an angel sent to show George Bailey what life would have been like if he had never existed? I've never actually watched this film, so I don't know. But I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because these ones don't have multiple choice like one we did before. In the past. If you do need a bit more time, pause it, or rewind it as touch or whatever. Give yourself a little bit more time. If you think it's on the tip of your tongue, the tip of your nose, the tip of the tongue, or something like that, yeah. Anyway, the answer is It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. The next question. Which James Bond theme song was sung by Duran Duran? Which James Bond theme song was sung by Duran Duran? So one of the James Bond theme songs was by Duran Duran. Which was it? I wouldn't got this either. I'd have a guess, and I'm pretty sure I'd get it wrong. I don't think I'd guess the answer, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are you saying? If you said A View to Kill, A View to Kill. If you said A View to Kill, A View to Kill, you'd have been correct. Well done. Which Star Wars movie was released in 2005? Which Star Wars movie was released in 2005? Because there's so many, I'd definitely mess this up. But which Star Wars movie was released in 2005? Which one? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are you saying? Which Star Wars movie was it? If you said Episode 3, not 1, not 2, but 3. And the important part is the next bit, Revenge of the Sith. Episode 3, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. If you said that, you got it correct. Well done. Awesome. A kind of a similar, leading on from that, with the next question. Yoda from Star Wars and Miss Piggy are voiced by the same person. True or false? True or false? 50-50 shot on this one. That's quite cool though, isn't it? Star Wars. Hopefully that's true, isn't it? Hopefully that's true. Yoda from Star Wars and Miss Piggy are voiced by the same person. Is that true or false? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is true. They're voiced by Frank Oz. Frank Oz does Miss Piggy and Yoda. Frank Oz it is. In which Coen Brothers movie does Jeff Bridges star as the dude? I've not actually watched this, so maybe that's not how he's using that, but I'm not. Some of these, I should watch some of these to be fair. But so yeah, which Coen Brothers movie does Jeff Bridges star as the dude? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are you saying? If you said The Big Lebowski. If you said The Big Lebowski, you'd have got it correct. Well done. If you got The Big Lebowski. The next question is, how old was James Dean when he died in a car accident? How old was James Dean when he died in a car accident? R.I.P. R.I.P. 5, 4. FYI, I would not have got this. I'd have guessed. And I don't think, I'll give you a little clue before we get back to the 4 and below. I think I'd have gone higher than this number personally. So I'd have got it wrong. But yeah, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? If you said 24, if you said the answer was 24, you'd have been correct. Wow, done. That's messed up, ain't it? Imagine, that's terrible. I'm older than that, so yeah, RIP to him, yeah. Next question. Awesome job if you got it correct though, yeah. Awesome job. In which 1985 movie does a baseball player have to spend 30 million in 30 days in order to inherit $30 million? In which 1985 movie does a baseball player have to spend $30 million in 30 days in order to inherit $30 million? I'm not sure I've watched this, you know. The premise sounds correct, but when I seen the title, I was like, no, I've not watched that, but I feel like I have watched it based on the premise. Anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's you saying? What does it you say? What you say? What you say? What did you say? If you said Brewster's Millions, if you said Brewster's Millions, if you said Brewster's Millions, Brewster's Millions, you would have got that correct. So well done. Well done. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Is featured on which movie soundtrack? If you know what Everything is Awesome, if you know where that's from, just tell me the movie. Tell me the movie that Everything is Awesome is in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said the Lego Movie is the featured track. The track featured in the Lego Movie is Everything is Awesome. If you got that, awesome job. That is awesome. The next question is, the Disaster Artist is based on the making of which notorious movie? Which notorious movie? I think I'd have messed this up, you know. I've watched the Disaster Artist, but I've not watched the actual film it's based on. But yeah, what's the film that, if you've watched the Disaster Artist, what is the film? What is the actual film that's based on? That's what you were looking for the answer, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said The Room, if you said The Room, if you said The Room, you'd have got it correct. Well done, well done, well done. The Room. The Room is the Disaster Artist based, the notorious film that is the Disaster Artist is based on The Room. The next question is, Gangster's Paradise. Been spared the most of their lives living near the Gangster's Paradise. If you know that, by Coolio, yeah. Featuring LB. It doesn't say that here, but that's you know, let's give him the flowers, yeah. It was the theme song of what movie? That was a theme song to a film. That actual absolute classic, yeah, Gangster's Paradise. Or for the Valley of the Shadow of Death. Take a look at my life and realise there's nothing left. Is that right? Because I've been blessed and laughing so long that if my mama thinks that my mind is gone, it's actually really hard to feel it in your brain and sit and visualise it when you're not doing it in the actual proper rhythm of it. Anyway, I would have got this one correct because I've watched it. So what are you saying? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Dangerous Minds, if you answered Dangerous Minds, with Michelle Pfeiffer, right? Michelle Pfeiffer's in, I think. Anyway, if you said Dangerous Minds, you got it correct. Awesome job. Next question. Sam Mendes directed an Academy Award-winning war movie released in 2019 and set in which year? So that's your clue, I guess. Sam Mendes was the director. It won an Academy Award. It was a war-based movie. It came out in 2009 and it's set in the year It's the name. The name of the name of the film is The Year, as well. It's a double. I think I'd have guessed, but I've not watched this yet actually. Even though it's like 6 years old now, but to be fair, there's just so much to keep up with these days. So much film and TV and everything just gets away in it, and then you get the paradox of choice. But no paradox here. You have got to come up with just one answer. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said 1917, if you said 1917, you'd have got it correct. Well done. Yeah, I think I'd have guessed my way to it, but I've not actually watched it, so. But yeah, if you did get it, awesome. Awesome job. The next question. Which character has been portrayed by both Jodie Foster and Julianne Moore? So Jodie Foster and Julianne Moore play a character. Both play a certain character. Hopefully there's not more than one these days, because I don't know how old these questions are. And I've not fact checked them, but if there's somebody else that's newer in the last 5 or 6 years, based on 1917 being the previous question, we know it's definitely up to 2019, these questions. But hopefully there's only one answer for this question of Jodie Foster and Julianne Moore. What are we saying? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are we saying? If you said Clarice Starling, if you said Clarice Starling, yeah, then you'd have got it correct. Well done. I guess they were both played Clarice in Hannibal-based films. The next question. Which celebrated American actress was born Frances Ethel Gum? So yeah, which actress is the real name? Frances Ethel Gunn. Oh, I didn't know about this, so good luck if you got it. And even better if you know it. Oh, yes, if you know it, congratulations. So, Frances Ethel Gunn. Frances Ethel Gum. Chewy gum. Chuddy. You know the chuddy. Frances Ethel Gum. What's that, the real name of which actress? An American one. That's the only clue you've got. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Julie Garland, then you would have got it correct. Well done. Next question. In which Alec Guinness movie do British prisoners of war build a railway bridge for their Japanese captors? In which Alec Guinness movie do British prisoners of war build a railway bridge for their Japanese captors? I've not watched this either, to be fair, but I don't think I'd have guessed it either. So yeah, what are you saying? Alec Guinness movie is based on British prisoners of war building a railway bridge for their Japanese captors. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said the bridge on the River Kwai, awesome, you got it correct. Well done. Beauty school dropout. Go back to high school. Beauty school dropout. Go back to high school. Anyway, Beauty School Dropout featured on the soundtrack of which movie? I was trying to think of something related to it, but there's too many jumping in my brain now about, like, tell me about it, stud, and all that, yeah. So Beauty School Dropout is a film, is a soundtrack, is a track featured on the soundtrack of a film. Beauty School Dropout. What is the film name? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Grease is the word for the answer for this one. So if you got that, well done, awesome job. The next question. Who was Carrie Fisher's mother? That's it, simple. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Debbie Reynolds, was Carrie Fisher's mother. You'd have been correct. Well done. You're very good, very nice. What song? Ah, yeah. What song by The Verve featured on the soundtrack of Cruel Intentions? Was sung by The Verve? Yeah, it was one of the best songs ever. And this bit in Cruel Intentions right at the end is so good, so good. But yeah, what song by The Verve featured on the soundtrack of Cruel Intentions? Cruel Intentions, the original film. What's the soundtrack? What's the song featured by The Verve? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Bittersweet Symphony, that's live. If you said Bittersweet Symphony, it's the only road that I'll ever walk down. Yeah, Bittersweet Symphony is the correct answer. Well done. Bittersweet Symphony. The next question. Name the 2018 stop motion animation from Wes Anderson. So we're looking for a 2018 stop animation movie by Wes Anderson. I've not actually watched this, and I've not actually heard of it, I don't think, so good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Isle of Dogs, well done, you got it correct. Here we go, penultimate question. Hopefully you've done well so far, and you've enjoyed this. If you got to this point, thanks so much, that's awesome. Who is actor Emilio Estevez's father? Who is the so Emilio Estevez. You know, Gordon Bombay. Maggie. Tell me about it, Gordon. There's only 2 people that can open the door so sadly. So who's the Emilio Estevez's father? Who's his papa? Who's his dad? Who's Emilio Estevez's dad? So, clue. Emilio Estevez is brothers with Charlie Sheen. There's a little clue for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said Martin Sheen. If you said Martin Sheen, you'd have got it correct. So well done. Emilio Estevez's father is Martin Sheen. Your final answer. Here we go. Final question. Can you get which 1972 movie featured the Corleone family? This just pops up everywhere, doesn't it? This, so you should get this if you've watched any video to do with a quiz board movie before. We're pretty much touching it. So, what are you saying? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you said The Godfather. If you said The Godfather, awesome job. You got it correct. Fantastico. So yeah, awesome. How many did you get correct? Did you get them all? Did you get a few? Either way, good for you. Only thing left to say is hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It was decent. Hopefully I did an okay job. In this little, quizzy. Let's get quizzical. Thanks for watching though, for real. I appreciate it. And, we'll be back again, yeah. If you've got any topics or ideas for like a future quiz, because quiz things seem to be doing pretty, like I see them popping up, and I like a little quiz, based, bit of content, so yeah, hopefully that's alright. Only thing left to say is, have a great day, you. Is you. Have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Cheers. All the best. God bless. Cheers. All the best. God bless. Hit you with a flutterfly to say goodbye. For real. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Cheers. All the best. God bless. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye.